Galen Weston wants you to only get your prescriptions from Shoppers Drug Mart, with Manulife and Loblaws signing a deal meaning that if you have Manulife insurance and you're on certain plans, you can only get access to specialty drugs from a Loblaws or Shoppers Drug Mart pharmacy. And the drugs in this deal are meant to treat complex, chronic, or life-threatening conditions. These are the pharmaceuticals that are highly profitable. So what Loblaws is essentially trying to do is make it so that you can only get the highly profitable pharmaceuticals from their company. And this is an extremely common tactic in the US, and it's now making its way into Canada. In the short run, this ultimately means less choice for consumers. In the long run, if Loblaws further monopolizes things, it can mean higher costs for insurance companies, which means higher premiums for you. Because that's literally what happened in the US. And this is a major concern for smaller pharmacies. I go to my local pharmacy. I go to my local independent pharmacy. The pharmacist knows me and my family by name. He knows our medical history, and he cares about us, and he gives us great advice. I shop there because it's both the closest pharmacy to my house and the best service that I can get, which makes this inherently anti-competitive, because how many of you can say that the pharmacist at Shoppers Drug Mart knows who you are? How many of you can say that you've seen the same pharmacist at Shoppers Drug Mart for more than a couple years at a time? Because pharmaceuticals aren't fully covered under the Canada Health Act, pharmacies can charge significant markup for these specialty drugs, with the potential for shadow agreements to be made between companies. You end up with these very shady deals that are completely under the table, basically in a system where there's no transparency and we just don't know anything about what's going on. Because these companies can organize a system of rebates between the drug manufacturer, the patient support programs, and the insurers and the pharmacies. And of course, this will have larger repercussions for those who live in small rural areas. And while this is not inherently anti-competitive, this is capitalism at work, where they are going to use competitive strategies to create an anti-competitive environment. Because once again, I like my independent pharmacy and I want to go there for all of my medical needs. But if I am forced by my insurer to only go to a specific company, well, that gets rid of my choice, does it not? But this deal actually doesn't extend to Quebec, where regulations prevent them from offering a preferred pharmacy network. We need that type of policy across Canada. But you know Doug Ford's not going to do that. He's going to get Loblaws and Galen Weston take all of the expensive and profitable pharmaceutical drugs and leave all of the scraps for the local pharmacies.